Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Everything that we're covering in the patch notes is timestamped on this video, so if you want to skip ahead to different parts of the video and just kind of skip around, you're more than welcome to do that. But without further ado, let's dive right on into it. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive into the Season 14 patch notes. They just released. Obviously, we're getting the new legend. It's going to be Vantage, Survival Specialist, or a Survivalist Sniper. Players can now level past account 500 through 3 additional tiers of 500 levels. Effective maximum level to 500 tier 3. This increase adds 345 additional Apex packs earnable via account leveling and ensures that everyone can now earn an heirloom just by playing the game. So the total number of earnable packs is now 544. Cool. For Split 1 in Season 13, we have the following max tier distribution among players who played more than 10 hours of ranked, which is, you know, roughly this. This was Season 12 of the changes here. A lot less diamonds, a lot less diamonds, a lot less just in general, which is crazy. As of August 2nd, we have the following max tier distribution among players that played Split 2. About 8% diamond, about 0.5% masters and pred. I think the split definitely changed there. So right here, okay, ranked. So Season 14 rank changes. The entry cost to everything is going up by 5, but all diminishing returns on eliminations are going away. Interesting. So before, if you had, after you had 3 kills and assists would start mattering a lot less. So it went from 100% after 3, and then anything after 3 it went to 80, and then after 6 it went to 60, and after 9 it went to 40. It's like so on and so on and so on, right? Resuming rank reset of 6 divisions. So if you're in Masters, it's going to drop you down into Plat 2. Balance update, laser sights, new attachment to replace barrels for SMGs and pistols, reduce the hipfire spread. By putting the laser sight onto SMGs and removing the barrel stave, they're essentially doing that to where they want it to be used more of a close range, but realistically it's just, you know, a two-way, it's like a two-way weapon or a one-way weapon. It's not supposed to be used as long range and then also close range. So there's like give and take. Do you want to use it more hipfire, more aggressively, or do you want a little bit more like aim to it? I've obviously been a big questioner of the laser sights because the SMG hipfire and really just hipfire in general in Apex is already really good. Like SMG hipfire is basically perfect. It's a line, it's a laser beam. I don't know why you would give it to SMGs and pistols over like assault rifles. It seems weird, but we'll see how it plays. Crate rotation, G7 and Volt coming to the floor, Bocek going in, Rampage going in. Crafting rotation, Wingman comes out, Car comes out, Devo enters the Crafter, and RE Hammer Point combo enters the Crafter as well. Gold weapon is going to be the Longbow, G7, Mozam, R9, and Hemlock. All makes perfect sense now. Laser sights, okay, laser sights, reduces hipfire spread. SMGs and assault rifles, base hipfire spread increased. That makes a lot more sense. Good job, Respawn. Good job. You confirmed what should be happening all along. Proud of you. All right, EVA 8 recoil improvements now takes stocks, removes 1 pellet from blast pattern, fire rate increased to 2.3 from 2, pellet damage increased to 7 from 6, and the bolt rate of fire bonuses have all been increased. So white hasn't changed, but the blue has been increased by 0.05 and the purple's been increased by 0.1. EVA 8 meta? Bocek, damage at full draw increased to 70. Tempo draw speed is now 0.38. Shattercat pellet damage increased to 12. Fired arrows can no longer be collected, and arrow spawns have been removed from the floor. So basically it's day 1 bow. And if anybody played day 1 of, was that Season 11? Bow was disgusting. Rampage, LMG, damage increased to 28 from 26, so it got its damage buff back, and the Rampage comes with a thermite grenade. Volt, damage reduced to 15 from 17, so it essentially got nerfed coming out of the pack. Car SMG no longer takes barrel attachments. G7 Scout, reduced damage reduced to 34 from 36. Headshot damage reduced from 2.0 to 1.75. Double tap hop up burst fire delay increased to 0.4. So basically G7 just got, you know, nerfed out of the care pack, which should be. L-Star is getting a buff, increased projectile speed, increased number of shots before it overheats at base to 24 from 20, and removed bright red flash when hitting non-armored targets. L-Star got a nice buff. RE45 increased iron sight FOV to 70 to be consistent with other pistols. Increased safe speed by 5 to be consistent with other pistols. So the RE was performing worse than every other pistols. Wingman now uses sniper ammo and magazines. Sniper ammo inventory stack increased from 28 to 24, or increased to 28 from 24, and the sniper boxes now contain 14 rounds instead of 12. I hate that. Spitfire recoil adjustments, increased vertical barrel climb, so you're gonna have more vertical recoil. Spitfire now uses light ammo and magazines. 3030 dual loader has been worked into the base of the 3030 and now takes skull piercer. Sheesh. Mastiff, projectile growth reduced, base fire rate reduced, dual loader removed. So the Mastiff got nerfed. Sentinel, Deadeye's tempo has just been basically put in. Double taps being added. Skull piercer, 30% headshot damage increased on longbow, wingman, and 3030. Deadeye's tempo gone. Shatter cap also gone. Boosted loader has been reduced to epic quality from legendary, so it's now a purple hop up. Are hammers separated from ground loot? Hammers are still there, yes. I think hammers are still there. I didn't see if they took them out. I don't think they did. We know about the gold bag and we know about the gold knockdown shield. That's perfectly fine. Arcstar nerf. Let's go. Arcstar, reduce stick damage on armor to 10 from 40. Your aim slow is gone on the stick but remains on detonation. I don't like that, but I get it. Detonation damage increased to 75 from 70. So you're getting hit for less on a stick. Your aim's not going to be slowed on stick. It will be slowed on detonation, and the detonation hits for more. Explosive holds, added blue attachments to possible spawns, added laser sights to the pool, and reduced the spawn rate of gold magazines.
Oh, there's going to be a lot of people that are upset with this one.
Valk. VTOL jets, acceleration on activation decreased about 8%. Fuel consumption on activation increased by 33. Aerial boosting and strafing to take a 20% debuff when hit by slow effects. Added a third orange state to the fuel mirrored UI between, so basically it's just a UI change. Missile swarm, aim and turn slow removed. Huge. Move duration decreased, so you're not slowed as much by half a second. Slow, and the reduction in the explosion radius by about 50. Height reduction of 25% so that you don't go nearly as high. Launch time reduced from 5.5 to 5, so that's a little bit of buff. Your Valk will now travel upward at a slightly slower speed, so you're getting shot easier. This is a huge buff, like a huge, not a buff, but a huge win for the game, because that aim slow and that turn, it was just stupid. Valk finally in line. She's still an A tier legend, but finally. Horizon, black hole adjustments to the Newt's hitbox to make it destroying more reliable. Okay. Black hole Newt takes 50% more damage from explosives. I don't know why that makes any sense, unless Horizon can destroy her own alt. And that is exactly what is actually happening. They did confirm on Twitter, this was actually recorded yesterday when we were reviewing the patch notes, but Horizon and friendlies can destroy her ultimate now. That was the biggest question. It was one thing that was left out of the patch notes, but I wanted to throw it in here anyways. Bro, they just buffed my boy. Oh my god. Newcastle, passive, increased move speed during revive by 20%. Reduced turn slow while reviving by 50. Increased white knockdown shield health from 150 to 200. Blue knockdown health from 250 to 300. Mobile shield, 350 HP to 500 and doubled the max movement speed. Castle wall, added turn slow to electrical barrier effects. It increases the severity of the slow effects to movement. Yo. Listen, I have been saying all along, Newcastle didn't really need anything. This was going to be super strong if he got it. Newcastle, to me, was already an A tier legend. This, personally, I think makes him S tier. Just saying. I can't wait to see how Newcastle plays, but you might as well have just buffed me. Mad Maggie, projectile launch speed doubled. Okay, so you shoot your drill probably the same speed as, like, Fuse. Wrecking Ball will travel twice as far while dropping the same amount of magnets. Duration increased from 5 to 10. Magnet spawn delay increased from 0.4 to 0.8. Wrecking Ball will deal damage to enemy placeable objects, black market, castle walls, exhibit, death tome, mobile shield, black hole, amped cover, gas barrels. It also destroys Ayo. It also destroys Gibraltar's Dome of Protection. Fixed Wrecking Ball not blinding and slowing enemies. What? It doesn't? It's supposed to blind you? Excuse me? See how that plays. Rampart now ignores friendly collision on amped cover placement. Placing rolls around teammates will feel more smooth. Whatever. Caustic. Fixed gas ramping bug where transitioning from friendly to enemy gas would initially damage for more than intended. Okay. Mirage decoys will now be scanned by Valk when skydiving. Mirage decoys will now be picked up by Seer's heartbeat. Fixed a bug where Mirage's decoys were picked up by Seer's exhibit and AI and not players. Death Toad will now show a placement preview when activated. Crafting update. Team use harvesters. When any player interacts with material harvester, all players in their team will be given the materials. Interesting. So if I pick up materials, the material harvester, everybody gets them. That's really nice. Shatter rounds removed. Hammer points removed from base crafting, added to the RE45. Basically heavy energy and sniper mags, those were increased. The cost, laser sight added for 25. Stock and barrel are now cheaper. Added skull piercer, added double tap, added connect feeder. Increased shotgun bolt pricing and reduced the 2-4H ACOG optic price. The maps rotating for public matches during Hunted. King's Canyon, World's Edge, Storm Point. Say bye-bye to Olympus. No more Olympus. Replicators and crafting materials have now been rebalanced across the maps. Ring adjustments. Ring 1 damage increased from 2 to 3. So round 1 and round 2 are now exactly the same. Ring 1 pre-shrink time decreased from... Wow. Pre-shrink time decreased from 180 to 60. So it's going to start closing a lot quicker. So essentially the games are going to go a lot quicker because the round ones, right? As soon as you fly in, there's like 180 seconds before round 1 starts closing. Now it's going to be 60. So it's going to start finishing a lot quicker. Round 1 closing time, King's Canyon, it's going from 410 to 432. World's Edge, 442 to 432, Storm Point, so on, so on, so on, so on. World's Edge removed some frustrating fight on rings at staging that were causing heal loss. Fragment East, loot buffed from low tier to medium, so Fragment got increased, and added Oob to West Rocks at Lava Siphon. Quality of life, new mode / map update, winning and champion, tags added to scoreboard. Don't understand that. Added ability to use tap interact prompts when they conflict with the hold. So essentially reloading down is now a lot more reliable on controller. Interesting. Possibly a controller buff. Added flourish the crafting materials in the top right. I don't understand that. When dropping from the dropship, the location of the POI player lands is now displayed. Don't get that either. Hipfire reticle is now changed size based on FOV. Fixed a bug where canceling lifeline revive would cancel it for other teammates also being revived by life, and fixed bugs were could not deal melee damage to caustic barrels or octane jump pads. I'm looking at these. Nothing looks like crazy in any of these. Okay, so the dropship bug is fixed. All in all, it's a lot of changes. That new season releases today, August 9th at 1 p.m. EST. If you appreciated the video, make sure to leave a like and let me know in the comment section, what is your favorite change for this new season? What are you most excited for? If you appreciate the content, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the post notification bell so you never miss another upload. Until next time, everybody, stay safe, stay beautiful, stay healthy. Most importantly, all peace and bless. It's been your boy Rogue, and I'm out.